Hi there, I'm Michael with Etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at the SumoSprings Rebel Custom Helper Springs. These are going to help enhance the rear suspension on your vehicle. They're going to do a lot for you, including they're going to help support that rear suspension to keep your van level as you're hauling heavy loads. So oftentimes when you get a really heavy load in the back, it's going to make your van squat down. This is going to help support that so everything rides even, which is going to have lots of different benefits, including tire wear, steering control, headlight aim, that sort of thing. These are also going to help absorb road shock, so it's going to cushion and make it more comfortable for you as you're going down the road. And they're also going to help with the swaying that you sometimes get with your van with crossbreeds or when you're turning, that sort of thing. These are going to do a really good job for you. Now, the springs themselves really aren't a custom fit. They're pretty universal. It's the brackets that really make these a custom fit. So it's going to be a very simple installation because these brackets are designed to work with your vehicle, and these are designed for the 2019 and newer Freightliner Sprinter 3500 and Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 3500. It's going to be a super simple bolt-on installation. They include all the hardware that you're going to need to get it installed. So you won't have to worry about that. It's a very simple thing that you can do yourself over the weekend. This is going to give us a weight capacity of 3,000 pounds. Now, when you hear that, it's very tempting to think that that's going to increase your vehicle's weight carrying capacity by 3,000 pounds. That is not the case. There is no suspension system that I am aware of on the market that will actually increase your weight carrying capacity because there's so many different factors involved in that. This is just helping support your suspension system. So think of it less like a second set of hands that's helping you lift more weight. Think of it more like a back brace. So it's there to just kind of help support you lifting the weight that you normally could, just to make sure that you're able to do that with greater repetition and to take some of the strain off of you as you do that. These are going to be a maintenance-free option, so unlike some of your other options like airbags that take a whole lot of maintenance to make sure that they have the right amount of air pressure in them, you have to put more air pressure in them for certain loads and take air pressure out, that sort of thing. These are kind of just like a set it, forget it sort of thing. So once you get them installed, they're just going to continually do the work to help support your suspension system. You're not going to have to worry about adding air to it or anything. The installation is going to be a whole lot easier because of that too. You're not going to have to worry about running airlines. So again, it is going to be a really nice option. Most people are familiar with airbags. They're not as familiar with these SumoSprings, but I think these are a really great option. I'll go over some of the benefits and negatives of that here at the end of this video. But you can see these are a durable microcellular urethane, so definitely not an airbag. These are going to work in temperatures from negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. They're going to resist damage caused by oils, road salts, and UV rays, so they're very durable. They do provide a progressive load control, so the springs compress according to the weight of your cargo. So if you have a light load, it's only going to compress a little bit, so it's going to be nice and soft, give you a nice soft engagement for a less bumpy ride. And then the more weight you put on them, the more they're going to compress, and the stiffer they're going to get to give you more support. You can see this, they do have a two-piece design, so the top part is going to be mounted up higher than your lower part, so that's going to give you an unlimited amount of travel, which is really nice. You're not going to have to worry about going over rough terrain and that sort of thing. This will allow a much smoother ride on unlevel ground and that sort of thing. So having that two-piece design is really nice for you. These are also going to work independently from each other, so from side to side, one is not going to affect the other one, so that's going to be really nice. Like I was talking about before with the sway. So if you have an off-center load where one side of your 3500 is more weighed down than the other, this one's going to give you the support. This one's going to stay unengaged. And then if you're doing any sharp turns or that sort of thing, again, it's going to be independent from each other, so it's going to help support and minimize that sway. These also have a minimal lateral expansion. So again, unlike your airbags that can tend to bow out, these are going to be a very vertical thing. So They're great for limited space. So if you have a tight space, these are going to do a really good job for you. So one of the big things with airbags is the adjustability. So if you have a heavier load, you can add more support. If you have a lighter load, you can take some air out of those airbags. So these aren't really going to give you that adjustability. They're going to have their own built-in set of calibrations, I guess you could say, where the more weight you put on them, the stiffer they're going to get. So they're going to react to the load that you put on there, but you're not going to have manual control over them like you would with an airbag. So that's kind of a downside in my mind. But the main upside is not having to find an air compressor to air them up and that sort of thing. So I really like these personally. I think these are going to be a really nice option for someone who just wants to get something installed that's going to help, and they don't want to worry about having to make sure that there's the proper amount of air pressure and that sort of thing. These are made here in the USA, so you can trust. They are made to the high quality standards that we've come to know and trust for products that are made here in the US. And they do come with a limited lifetime warranty, so if you were to have any problems with them, you can give us a call. We're always happy to work with our customers. Call or reach out to us. We have several different ways of interacting with you to make sure that you're always going to have a good experience with us and that you're getting good quality products. So these are a really nice option, especially because of the brackets that make them a custom fit. It's going to be much easier to get these installed than a universal product. And these are going to do a really good job for you, giving you that extra support so that your ride's more comfortable and that that weight is better distributed for you. So that's going to complete our look for today. Again, I'm Michael with Etrailer.com. Thanks for watching.